Alright lads, so let's talk football here because I have been thinking a lot for the last couple of hours and I just want to get it out there. You know, sometimes you just want to get things out there and just state your piece, and that's what I'm doing here. So if you guys do enjoy, then give me your thoughts down below in the comments and also subscribe if you're new, and let's get stuck in. So as we are already aware, the Euros are coming up, okay? And I love to talk football, and I have been going insane for the last couple of hours thinking, I feel like we've already f***ed up, okay? And I'm going to tell you why I think we've already f***ed up, and why I think Southgate, if things don't go the way that he wants it to, I think he's to blame and because of one situation alone, okay? I think it's a massive thing that he's not thought of, and I think that he's made a mistake, and that he knows that he's made a mistake, and he can't go back in it now. Well, boys, as you're already well aware, we are sponsored by OneFootball for the entire Euro event, and they're giving something back to you, and that is for us England shirts. OneFootball wants to give away to the people, and they want to give you guys a bit of a competition. So what we've done is that we need you guys to help England win, okay? Not just one tournament, but the other one, the second biggest one. Down below, there is a link in the description that you can enter the details that enter into a England jersey giveaway. We are also competing with French influencers and also Portuguese and Germany and all these other countries. So all you need to do to enter is download the OneFootball app down below in the description and make sure that you select England as your country that you support. While you do that, make sure that you click the link down below in the description to go and put in everything you need, such as your first name and also your surname, the email address so that they can contact you if you're the winner, and your country of residence, and it's as simple as that. Who doesn't love a giveaway? So if you guys want to win a free England shirt for the Euros, it ends on the 15th of June, then go ahead and join, boys, and let's get into the video. So, as we're aware, Trent was in the main squad. He played a game against Austria, got injured, sadly, absolute nightmare, and he's out for the entire tournament, okay? So that means that Ben White has now been called up to replace Trent's spot. A spot which a lot of people were suspecting Ward-Prowse to be in because of the pretty much, you know, a large amount of defenders in the team and lack of midfielders. So it would only make sense that Ward-Prowse would be in there. And not only because it's another midfielder, just to kind of fill the numbers, but because Ward-Prowse is a very special player when it comes to set-piece deliveries, which, by the way, if you forgot, that's the only fucking way that we score, apparently. I've been thinking, right, about the Euros. I'm thinking, what is most likely going to happen here? Now, again, I'm very hopeful because I'm English, and there's no point going into a tournament and not thinking you can win it. If you don't think you can win it, then what the fuck is the point? I still think that we can win it, and we could win it. However, there's many things that makes me think, you know, that's an issue right there. And number one, which I've been thinking about, is the fact that I think that Southgate has already made the mistake of bringing both Mings and Cody in the first place, okay? Ben White is not the wrong decision, okay? If we want to play a 5-back, he is the perfect kind of player for the kind of role, because as we saw at Leeds and Brighton, that he is a player that is very comfortable on the ball. But in that kind of 5-back, it's very Southgate-esque, right? I don't think that's the wrong choice of bringing him there. Of course, would like a bit more, you know, experience. I still feel like someone like a Tomori could be also good there. Someone like a Godfrey could have been there. Even Tarkowski could have been there. But it's fine because, you know what? I can understand why he'd be there in front of others. So that's fine. I don't mind Ben White at all. Issue is I think Cody is the one that should not be there. And people say Mings, but because Mings did actually play, people saw him make a mistake and thought, okay, now he can't go. When in reality, I think Cody is probably the most liability one of any of them. I don't know why he's there. Even Wolves fans will tell you that he's not been good this year and that he is a liability. When Burnley beat Wolves 4-0, if Burnley are beating you 4-0 at your own ground, then there's a fucking issue there. But anyway, when Chris Wood is turning Cody left and right, he's turning him inside out. So just imagine what happens with the likes of Lukaku. Just saying. So yeah, Cody shouldn't be there. And Mings, I feel like Mings will be the one ahead of Cody in that situation. Southgate has made a mistake already by bringing those two there. He's realised that he doesn't want to start them, so he's brought in Ben White to be the guy ahead of them. So Cody, I guarantee, will not see a single blade of grass this entire tournament. I think he's just there for the numbers here, which is a shame because that means that Ward-Prowse in this entire situation has been completely screwed over by Southgate's mistake, in my opinion. I'm hoping that I may look back on this video and I will look stupid. And that's what I want. I want to, but I can't stop thinking about this obvious error for me because what I'm thinking of is a plan B. Because at tournaments, you're always going to have issues. You're always going to have things in your way. And the best plan B we have is set pieces and throwing it in the box. And because we've got a man called Calvert-Lewin, who's statistically one of the best players in the world in aerial ability. One of the best, especially attackers in the air. He's unreal. So our plan B must be get the ball and whack it in the box for the likes of Calvert-Lewin. And that makes me think corners, free kicks, all that good stuff. Ward-Prowse the main guy for that, to shoot from a free kick or to cross it in from a corner or from a free kick. I think he's that main guy. That's the most obvious plan B I could even think of. Literally, plan A's not working. You can't break them down with Grealish or Rashford or Sancho or Foden, and Kane can't get it back in the net. So plan B, you bring on Ward-Prowse and Calvert-Lewin for the last 50 minutes of the game and just get it to his head. If we're 1-0 down, 2-1 down, 3-1 down, whatever situation, that's our plan B. Okay, and it's a good plan B because we've seen that forever. We've seen the Giroud as a super sub, and he's won games because of it. We've seen even like Llorente at Spurs, that was their plan B, just whack it to his head. Deco at Man City, that was their main plan B, and it worked. That's pretty much what won them the title back in 2012. So I feel like that's a massive oversight. Southgate's decision to bring Cordy and Mings, he can't do because he doesn't want to play them, I don't think. So he brought in Ben White to be ahead of them, and is now in a situation that plan B is now gone. And I don't think there's an actual proper suited player to be in that kind of situation. Because we got set piece takers. We got Trippier, who's a set piece taker. We got the likes of, we had Trent, but now he's no longer there. I feel like there's no one that's better suited than Ward-Prowse in that situation, which is a shame. And it'll probably be Stones, Ben White, and Kyle Walker. I think because Maguire, I don't think would even be fit for a good portion of the tournament, which is an issue. And then looking back, probably Shaw, but Chilwell also did really well in the Champions League final. And I think he deserves it. I think Chilwell and Reece James deserves to be the fullbacks because they did that in that same role for Chelsea and won the Champions League against the best attacking team in football right now, which is Man City. Basically the best right now. So they did really well. They stopped them from scoring any goals. So I think it should be Chilwell and Reece James, in my opinion. Midfield, I'll probably say I love Bellingham. I think Bellingham's really good. I think he's so good in that kind of position that he runs in. Henderson, I don't think is even fully fit. Probably be Rice and Bellingham. That's what I think. I mean, for me, Rashford and Sterling, they're not starting for me. Really in any sense, other than we're playing against like a pretty lower side. Like Rashford for me is better off the bench. And Sterling, I've just never been a massive fan of Sterling, especially for England. And I just kind of feel like when I've seen him play for England, he's done a few good things, but for the final product, it's never been there. And I just feel like he's had many chances, and I'd rather see the chance being given to Grealish. He's one of the main names on the sheet. Grealish has to start. He has to start. Left wing or right wing, whatever else. And in right wing, it could be a Foden. It could be a Sancho. That's what I put. And then, of course, Harry Kane striker. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. Again, it depends on what team that you have, which team you're against. Against Croatia, I would probably say not to start Bellingham because he's against Modric and Rakitic and probably one of the best midfielders in the world. So I would say try and clog up that mid as much as you can. Also one thing as well, which is, it's not Southgate's fault by any means, but I'm very concerned about the fact that our game yesterday against Romania, half the team won't even be in any chance in any starting 11 at all. Honestly, like, it's a massive issue that half the team that would probably start isn't even available. And that's not Southgate's fault, but it's f***ing annoying. I'm not gonna lie. And Godfrey is a right back. He's not even in the actual team by the time tournament starts. Ward-Prowse as well. It's really strange. Jack Grealish apparently did actually play a bit more deeper, apparently, which is interesting. But that's the thing. If we play a 4-3-3 at the start, then it's going to be really weird to think of why we brought so many defenders in first place. I just don't think they should have brought on Maguire, because I feel like by the time he's actually there, would he be... I don't know. It's a weird one because he probably should be starting, but if he's not fit, he's not fit. I'm concerned, but the Euros... It's not long to go, and all answers will be resolved very soon. Give me your thoughts down in the comments, and I'll see you all very soon for another video. And peace out, boys. Rockstar life, rockstar goals, seeing her in every single room impossible.